The President have now released their full EP called King of Terrors. Now, I've heard the singles that were released and lead up to this, but there's 2 tracks at the end I've not heard yet. Instead of just listening to those tracks in isolation, I'm going to listen to the entire EP to see how the whole thing flows together and try and make up my mind on where I'm at with this particular band at the moment. So we have In the Name of the Father, Fearless, Rage, Destroy Me, Dionysus, and Conclave. Dionysus? Dionysus. We're going to go with Dionysus. Okay, there's a lot of plays. God damn. I've liked these 4 songs to varying degrees. I obviously need to clarify. I do have a problem with the amount of vocal effects on this. I just don't like the sound of it. Don't like it. So I'm going to try and put that aside as much as possible. The songwriting, I think, is pretty decent. It's not like incredible, but it's pretty decent. And the choruses are catchy. Like, they stay in your head, which is a good thing, I think. So let's have a listen to this. It is 20 minutes long in total. And go. God, I was so excited when this song came out. It was so fascinating to hear what they would sound like. I do like this groove. It sticks in my head a bit. Drums are cool. Little hi-hat details are lovely. And the vocal effect's okay here. It's a lot, but I think the second verse was a bit more egregious. I'd much rather an intimate vocal. Lovely melody.
We all choose to find hope.
I never like a song that has
Hope is choosing to find meaning
spoken samples like this.
in a meaningless world.
This is really brief. It's briefish. Love the scream that comes into that first beat. Kind of casual groove. Great melody. Enjoy the percussive moments there. Yeah. The problem I have is when it's like this sort of vibrato bouncing between 2 notes in an inorganic way. It's weird. Drums coming in like that. The way that bounce, feel you. It's like, wouldn't be so annoying if you didn't have a fucking great voice without them. Okay. So much potential.
Father.
Well, like the effects of that scream work because it's the distortion. Lovely harmonies there, but it's just so digitally honed. I don't know. I like the organic shit. This song is fucking good. The Fearless Chat is annoying. The song itself is good. And the vocal effects are a problem again. Is it? No. Just that sort of bouncing vibrato at the end. It really is so annoying. It's a good chorus. It's a great bit of power behind it. This song really grew on me. Vocal effects are strangling the voice. It's like when you sing and someone's going, Good chorus. Like that. Guess I'll have to wait my time. Forgiveness is a strength I'm yet to learn. I can't bury my head under the sand and hope it makes me feel less. I'm here to pretend. Just tell me it'll make sense in the end. I can't. And they're gonna have vocoder on the backing vocal there. Should have screamed that. In my opinion. Yeah, could have been a fucking big hit for me, but and I liked this song when I first heard it. It's more electronic. Sort of made more sense to me somehow. No weird warbling there, it's good. Yes, I don't mind it if it's strong, solid notes. Then it just kind of hones the exactness of the note after you get the vocal human expression. It's the warbles. I'm sure the tempo changes here slightly. Definitely changes tempo. It's not slower. There's a BPM. I think this is a decent song. It doesn't feel that connected to the other songs. If the project was more like this, I'd be like, cool, throw that on the background, I like it. Now we're rocking about the clean metalcore sort of sound. I'd love to have been in the room when they were putting this together. It's a really interesting construction. Hi, coming in. Lovely high note. And then on to Destroy Me, which I thought was solid, I believe. It's all right. I'm very curious to hear the last two songs in a moment. I do love this kind of guitar riff. Simple, but effective. Not wild about this vocal. Those fast rhythms. The start. This is fine. Another catchy melody. Forgot about this tempo. Doubling up. Then the slow down. Yeah, I never noticed the sound of like the mosquito. Weird. It's a breakdown, but it's not that heavy. and into static. Okay, Dionysus. Let's see what this is like. Cool to start.
Something on your mind, I can see it now. Patience still come easy when I'm still strung out. I pay enough when I hear you shout. I'm trying to do it out. I'd say I'm sorry, but it's
I'm trying to like the vocals.
keep turning pages when I'm feeling rough. I don't know how much longer
We're taking a lot from like the rap world, right? Hip hop, vocal,
it's not enough.
production, choruses. I guess that verses for someone.
If I stare at the stars for long enough, would I see you smile? I don't wanna be afraid anymore, so I'll just beg for you to speak for a while.
I do love this tone.
Fire in your eyes, you can levitate. Preaching out loud.
I mean, I'll give them this. No one else sounds exactly like this, these verses. Probably for good reason, but it does make them stand out. I just think what could have been. It's a little warbled. Run! Not dissimilar from Destroy Me's chorus, I think. The start. I like the chord progression change there, it's nice. Okay. It's kind of cool. Okay. Alrighty. Fairly basic, I think. Conclave to finish. Interesting. Bit of piano to start. Imagine if they just trolled for the first 5 songs and it's like no vocal effects on this one.
Your shadow used to be near me.
Not the case.
Say it, my love, I can picture you down in a haze, talking out loud, but nights could be weary. Oh, but we were just kids, and now I can't get you out of life. Tell me,
That was very Sleep Token. Even the previous section, just like the night does not belong to God. It's a cool little moment. It's your drums.
Tell me
electronic sort of dance music infusion here. I feel like the drummer's trying to channel too a little.
Whatever you try to control will eventually elude you.
It's funny how the color shakes. Does it matter if we can't escape? I guess it's harder just to live with your mistakes.
There's moments that I really like.
There's nowhere else to run.
So many thoughts. Ah! Oh man. It's really difficult. It's really difficult to assess this fully, I think. Because I think there's moments of good songwriting in this. I think there's some choruses that are great. I think Fearless, the chorus itself, fucking fantastic. In the Name of the Father, also some really great memorable melodies in there. Rage, I like the dancey element to that, and that's sort of the digital vocal use to make this kind of instrumentation, bum, 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 like that works because it's designed to be an instrument, sort of mimic in that way, and I think that makes sense. But if you're trying to, oh no, this is just me. This is the way I connect to music, I guess. But the lyrics are clearly very like personal and meaningful, and I don't know, kind of fucking crazy, but I think those connect most with people when they're delivered in a very human, emotional way and not drowned in vocal effects. So maybe they're trying to say something about how we're just perceiving human emotion through this digital means in the modern era. I don't know. But sonically as well, I just find it really annoying. I don't mind if you have a human delivery and then use tuning to, after the consonants, for example, you lock onto the note and make it a strong note to finish if you want to hold on a strong note. It's when there's sort of tail ends to lines and the tuning is like trying to snap it to the right note. Like it does this accidental vibrato. It's just trying to guess which fucking note am I nearest to in this in between. And having recorded music in the past myself, my own vocals using auto-tune, like it just, my brain goes, that wasn't a good enough take, try again. Because anytime it's going, it means your vocal delivery wasn't strong enough because it's like fucking trying to guess which note you're nearest to. And it sort of highlights that it's bad. And you should do another vocal take where your pitch is better. So I in the back of my mind, I'm still struggling with that as a concept. Because I'm just like, it's not necessarily a good vocal delivery. But even though I know this person has a fucking incredible voice, they do. It's also part of the problem. Let it shine. They can really sing. And so that's really frustrating. Just it sounds annoying, and it's frustrating as a conceptual thing because I think it takes the emotion out of it. And it's frustrating because I know they're a great singer and they're kind of, one arm behind their back on these recordings because of these effects are kind of drowning out the great voice that is in there. So there's that. There's also, if this was not President, and this was some other no-name band from France or somewhere, I don't know. I've picked France randomly. Austria, right? And this is their first EP. No one would give a shit. It's not like, God damn, these songs are amazing. Everyone has to hear this. It's like, oh, yeah, there's good moments in here. It's kind of generic metalcore, but God, lose the vocal effects and then maybe we'll listen. But because this has been marketed in the way it's had, everyone's more invested in it. And then they're defending songs that are slightly above average, but not incredible. And so that's a tricky thing as well. You have absolute diehard fans who will just never allow that kind of nuanced discourse to happen. I mean, I've seen this in comments on videos of my own and other folks that are in the reaction sphere as well, like Metal Burb and Drew Fortune. People are fucking diehard for this band, but it's because of the history of the vocalist and what they've done before. They've established their quality in terms of a singer and the songs they've done prior. So they're taking all that into this, which is fine. It's fair enough. Like I listen to music with the context of what the band's done before. It's inescapable. So I don't have that same allegiance, which is why I have maybe a more, I don't know, I'm going to say balanced, but that's not really fair. A more neutral point of view to whether I think this is great or not. I'm not invested in the same way, so I'm just assessing the music itself and the delivery of it, the performance there. Also, especially Conclave, like there's moments where, like there was even the ascending 4 notes, boom, boom, no, 3 notes, count Steve, in the background in the first verse. They reminded me of The Night Does Not Belong to God by Sleep Token, and that high kind of falsetto vocal thing that Vessel would do. We're living in a post-Sleep Token world. People are obviously going to get influenced by Sleep Token. That's fine. We're going to go through a bit of a wave through that until people find their own version of this new landscape that Sleep Token have built. But like, try and do something different enough. They did in the rest of the song. The whole song's not like that. I mean, there's moments, the drums are busy enough. It sort of sounds like they're trying to be too a little bit. But there's lots of electronic dance music moments, which I think are great. They're a bit more unique. There's some good melodies, some chord progressions in there that I liked. But also the breakdowns are kind of fine. They're not interesting. They're just kind of rhythm guitar breakdowns. So it's annoying because of how much like people are diving into this band and giving it the level of attention it's gotten. And I think there are better bands that if people were to be more aware of them, they'd find them more interesting, perhaps, in terms of the music. I also still don't know. I mean, we're beating this to death a little bit, but like, it's called President. None of the lyrics seem to be about presidency or, the outside stuff is like, the inaugural rally. They're doing things like that, right, to tie into the theme. But I don't really understand what the point of it all is. It seems more religious and more about father-son relationship, which can also be a religious thing in Christianity, than anything about presidency, which is a bit weird. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Very conflicting. Very conflicting. It's hard to not see this as a slightly contrived repackaging of what worked for Sleep Token and go, right, this is how you launch a new band now. Try and make the songs as good as possible, but make it anonymous, make it intriguing, and use the sonic moments that Sleep Token have explored because people clearly love that, right? It sounds a little bit contrived in that world, and it makes it hard, I think, and that's the content, that's the baggage I'm bringing in. The same way someone's bringing in baggage about being a huge fan of the vocalist from their previous work, and that's affecting the way they see it. I'm affected by being a big fan of Sleep Token, and then understanding that Sleep Token as well as I do, seeing the moments within this that clearly harken to that band, and trying to put that aside, but it's kind of impossible. So that's, yeah, I guess that's a kind of summary of my thoughts. I think to be fair, I think it's solid. I think it's a solid EP. I happen to not really like about 15% of the vocals. It's any time it goes, that sort of bouncing between adjacent notes that the vocal effects and tuning are trying to do. I just find it annoying. It makes it sound like they could have done a better vocal take, maybe. Or take it off and allow the nuance of the lack of exactness between notes, because that's more expressive, I would think. So I think it's a fucking shame for what otherwise are decent songs, not particularly stand out in the modern metal universe. I think what makes it stand out, of course, is the vocal effects. That makes them sound unlike anyone else. And maybe that's the point. But it's very Marmite-y. And I quite like Marmite. I don't like these vocal effects. And so I don't know. Unless they significantly change that in future, maybe their next EP, they'll try some different things. They do new singles or album. I don't know. I bet they won't. But if they do, great. I'm fucking strapped in. But until then, man, it's just fucking, it's almost not for me. But there's great moments in it. It's a real struggle. Solid EP. For what it is, it's solid. But, you know, they're entitled to do whatever the fuck they want. Be your creative self. Good luck to President and those that enjoy it. I'm really glad that there's a new musical entity in the world that people enjoy. That's a good thing. I don't have to enjoy everything. That'd be stupid. That'd be boring. I'm going to go listen to other stuff that I find more viscerally exciting to me. But this was solid. Solid EP.